sloppy person or you're a neat freak? Do you know what it means?
Tidy.
Tidy, okay? Like if we make a chart, right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a line here, okay? And with this line in here, we are going to have like dirty and maybe we have disgusting. You understand, right? You know this one, very, very gross. Like, do you know who are disgusting? Teenage boys. So disgusting. They don't take shower. They don't shower all the time, right? My cousin Leon, when he was a teenager, sometimes I would smell him. He has BO. Do you guys know BO? BO. What's BO? Body odor. Odor in English means smell. Do you understand, right? But it's never a good smell, right? So he had body odor. Right? It means that sometimes I talk to him like, Leon, when's the last time you took a shower? And they're like, oh, maybe like 3-4 days. I'm like, oh, dude, take a shower, right? So he is like dirty and disgusting. And then a little bit better is maybe sloppy. Do you understand, right? Sloppy is not too gross. It's just a little bit messy, right? And then you have maybe tidy, right? And then the more serious means that you are a neat freak. Do you understand, right? So you care a lot more than just tidy. And the last one is OCD. Do you guys know OCD?
Yeah.
Right? Do you know OCD? What's OCD?
Everything you want to do it very well.
Yes, yeah, very good. OCD in English means obsessive, right? Obsessive compulsive disorder, right? So disorder means some sort of medical condition, right? So obsessive compulsive disorder means that you want everything to be like perfect the way you want it. Right? If it's something is out of that, they become crazy. Does that right? Like for example, if I have this one, line, and good line. This would drive them crazy. Do you understand? Because like, oh, this just doesn't make any sense, understand, right? So if you think about how clean you are, this is kind of the level. Dirty, disgusting, sloppy, tidy, neat freak, or OCD. Do you understand, right? In the kitchen, you cook the meals, and then you do the dishes, and you do the recycling, you place the tableware, the utensils. What else can you do? You wash the dishes. Yes, what else?
Also mopping.
Sweep mopping. I think in here, what we use to do the word is to scrub. You guys know what scrub is? No? Scrub, right, is when you take a small brush and you do this. Do you understand? Right? Because I think kitchens are a little bit dirtier, you understand, than the living room. In the living room, you can just kind of like mop and tidy up, and that's okay, right? But in the kitchen, there's oil, and there's grease, and there's like ketchup, and all these things. So you need like a scrub to kind of like this one. Do you guys know the cartoon? You know cartoon Cinderella? You know Cinderella, right? Like when she's on the floor, like washing the floor with the thing, that's called scrub. Do you understand, right? It's a more deep cleaning, okay? What about bathroom? What kind of thing do you do in the bathroom? Well, first one, you scrub the toilet.
Yeah.
You understand, right? You scrub the toilet, right? Because the toilet is not like mopping, it's not sweeping, it's not vacuuming, it's definitely scrubbing, right? What else?
Clean up all the things.
Okay, good, right? So you clean up what we do is all the surface, right? The surface of like the mirror and the bathtub and everything, right? I'm gonna say you have to unclog, right? The drain. Oops, unclog the drain. Do you guys know what that means? Unclog. Do you guys know clog? Right? When something is clogged, like especially your drain, it just means that the water cannot go through because there's hair, right? So if you look at this one here, these are all like very, very common chores that we do, right, in our house, right? Does that make sense, right? So there are extra ones. I think that if we add more jobs to here, there's what? Take out the trash.
Yes.
Okay? Take out the trash. Yes, right? What else? You know what? Which of these do you do at home? You understand, right? Which of these do you do at home? Let me see. 1, 2. Okay, each category is about 4 or 5-ish. You understand, right? So we have maybe 20. Okay. Does anybody do more than 10? You're all little princess and little princess. And you don't do anything at home. Does anybody do more than 5? When we talk about a future plan, Okay? When we talk about future plans, obviously we use, future tense. Yes, right? Now in future tense in English, you guys are familiar with will. Yes, right? And then you guys are also familiar with what? Be going to. Very good, right? Now, will and be going to are very similar, and we use them just, frequently, right? But there is small difference, right? And what is the small difference? Do you guys know what the difference is between those two?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have planned or not?
You have planned or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was like, eventually I'm doing it, but I don't know when.
Okay, eventually you're doing it,
Yeah.
right? But you don't know when. Alright, good, right? So when you think about will, right, there's two things. This one is maybe uncertain. You understand, right? It's uncertain, or maybe that is not so close to now. So we can say it's like what? Far into the future. Okay? So yes, like I will do this, or maybe I will do this, right? So a lot of times we use this will with perhaps or maybe, right? Now, be going to, which means that it's already what? Decided. You understand, right? It's already decided. The plans will probably not change, right? And it's really near to now. Okay? So that the possibility of changing is very close to now, right? So if you look at this one here, I'm going to give everybody this, okay? You can take a look at this, and and the handout that you have will tell you the differences, right? And see how we use them, right? So the future tense of will versus be going to, right? So you know that will underneath it says that it's unsure, undecided, right? Or it's far into the future, and the last thing is that it may still change. Do you understand, right? Because life is uncertain, it may still change, okay? Now, whereas if you're talking about be going to, it's decided, it's certain, okay? It's in the near future, and it's unlikely to change. Does that make sense, right? So if you look at this one here, it's often used, right, with maybe or perhaps. I say, what are your weekend plans? Well, I'm not sure. Maybe I will go watch a movie, right? So this one is maybe I will. Whereas if you say, hey, do you want to live abroad? Do you want to live in a different country? Yeah, I think so, right? I think maybe, yes, perhaps I will work in Australia for a few years, right? So like Justin said, right? Yes, I will, but I don't know when, right? Eventually I will, right? And whereas be going to is what? Often used with indicating time, right? Does that make sense, right? When we use be going to, often we add a time at the end. This weekend, on Saturday, or something, because it's already part of the decided plan, right? So you can say that sometimes the present continuous, but that's a different thing. So what are your weekend plans? Well, my friends and I are going to watch a movie on Saturday, or what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I'm going to become a marine biologist, you understand, right? So this one means that I'm already going to be, right? And it's already decided it's not going to change at all. Does that make sense? So the first one, vacuum. Yes, right? You guys know vacuum. Vacuum is both the noun for the machine as well as the verb, right? Now, drop off. What is drop off?
Leave.
To live? To do something? Yeah, to leave something. Yes, right? It's true, right? So, drop off means that, when I'm driving or I'm on the scooter and I put you there, I drop you off and I go away. Do you understand, right? So it just means that in the morning, maybe your father would drop you off at school. Do you understand, right? Or maybe the mailman would drop off your mail. Do you understand, right? So it's almost very similar to deliver. Do you understand, right? So you can use the word as deliver, right? Or to leave something there. Okay, to leave something there or leave something someplace. Okay? Now, mail is very easy, just to mail something. Do you understand, right? Now, fix means to repair. Do you understand, right? Because it's broken. You already know about this, right? Now we know that sweep the floor. Do you understand, right? Just remember that sweep is always dry. Do you understand, right? Always dry, and that we can only sweep the floor. Do you understand, right? In the real world of cleaning, floor is for sweeping, vacuum is for carpet. Do you understand, right? You vacuum the carpet because you cannot sweep it, right? Now scrub, we already know. You have the little brush, kind of just scrub this on the floor, right? Now, my mother is OCD. Right? She actually doesn't trust mop. She thinks that mop is not clean. So she likes to be on her knees at home, scrubbing. Do you understand, right? So it takes her a long time. Sometimes it takes her like 20 minutes to wash that one cup, one dish, because she's like, oh no, it's not clean, it's not clean. She's a little crazy. That's what it is, right? Now, stop by. What is stop by?
Somewhere.
To stop somewhere, pass somewhere.
Pass
Yeah, not bad, right? When we say stop by, it just means that we stop somewhere for a short time. Okay? It means for a short time. It doesn't mean that you go there for a long time, forever, but it means that you go there for really quickly. You understand, right? So I can say that, you know what? On the way when I go home today, I will stop by 7-Eleven. Do you understand, right? I would stop by very briefly for a short time, right? Then we have mop, we have change, and then we have pick up, which is the opposite of drop off. You understand, right? So in the morning, your mother and father will drop you off at school, and in the afternoon, they will pick you up from school. Do you understand, right? And pay, I think everybody knows money, right? Polish, what's polish? Make something bright, make it shiny, right? Very good, right? It's true, right? When you polish something, it means that you make it very, very, very bright, very, very shiny. Do you understand, right? So what can you polish? You can polish the car. You can polish the silver. The utensil. You remember the word utensil? Like the fork and the spoon, the silver spoon. You can polish your shoes. Okay. You can even polish your nails. Do you understand? And the floor, everything. Right? Good. Now, to take something in and pre something in, these two are very similar. Okay? It just means that you bring something into a place for a service. You understand, right? So I can say I take my cousin to the hospital. I bring my car to the shop. Do you understand, right? So it just means that you bring something somewhere. Okay? Very, very, very similar. Okay? Mow is the grass. Very good, right? So it means that you cut grass, right? So all of these, right? Fill up means to fill it to the top, right? To take something out, take out the trash, obviously, right? Wipe, we already know, right? Wipe is just like I wipe the thing, the surface. What about dust? You guys know dust?
Yeah.
Yes, right? Dust is what?
A little bit light, actually, but
Yeah, like a little ash. Like sometimes when you have dust, like you do this and be like, yeah, no, that's dust. Understand, right? So, when you were little, were you ever hit by the duster? Do you know what a feather duster is? Do you know feather duster? A feather duster is a thing that we use to dust. Is that right? It's a long stick and has a little feather. Understand, right? And then your grandma will turn this around and try to threaten you, try to hit you, right? So this is what we mean, right? So this use is called duster because we use it to dust. Okay? And the last one is to tidy up. It means to just kind of make places tidy. Do you understand, right? So when you say that you are mad about, it just means that you are crazy about. Do you understand, right? Because in here, mad doesn't mean angry, it means like crazy about something, right? I'm mad about something, so it means that I really, really live for it, okay? Now, next to that is what? Adore, love, take pleasure in, like, or enjoy. Which one? Adore? Yes, very good, right? I think that when you think about this one, adore and love is actually very, very, very close in meaning. Do you understand, right? Like French, j'adore, right, just means I love as well. Do you understand, right? So I think j'adore and love is very, very close, right? And what about the next one? Take pleasure in, like, or enjoy. Enjoy. I think like is stronger than enjoy. Do you understand? I do like it. But I say, hey, do you like this? Yeah, I enjoy it. Do you understand, right? It's just like not too sure about it, right? So I definitely like, right? And then in the middle we have enjoy or to take pleasure in. Okay? It just means that I do have a good time. Do you understand, right? I'm not crazy about it, but I do have a good time. Not too bad. Don't mind. Good. Right? What's another one? Now we're in the negative, yes, right? The negative we have dislike, detest, can bear, hate, and can stand. What do you think? What is like underneath don't mind? Dislike. Yeah, I think so. I think that dislike is probably the least like. I dislike it. Do you understand, right? It's not too bad. I dislike it, right? Now, in here, right, can bear and can stand is pretty much the same thing. You understand, right? So, like, what do you think is stronger? Detest, hate, or can stand? Which one? Can bear, right? So, I think that this one would be hate and can't bear. Okay? Can't bear or can't stand. Do you understand, right? Because these are very, very, it means that I hate it so much that I cannot be in the same room with them. Do you understand, right? And the very, very, very strong word of hate, right, is detest. Okay? Detest is a very strong hate. You understand, right? And then of course, I'm going to teach you a new word on the bottom, which is the word loathe. You understand? L-O-A-T-H-E. Okay? Loathe is probably the strongest word that I have heard about hate.
Because okay, so for me,
so free that I don't.
I always
I can do my own
class.
Maybe next time because
Once a month or once a month. Yeah. And so I procrastinate. Yes, sometimes. Yeah, because I'm in a very tight schedule, so I'm always busy. So if I feel tired, I want to do nothing.
The way that I like to clean is that I would get things to be very dirty until it's so dirty that I cannot stand it anymore, and I'll do a very big clean. Right? That's what I do. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. And sometimes when I want to clean, I don't care about the hour because I remember like I would clean at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning because like one day I just feel like I cannot stand it anymore, and I would just do it.
Yes, that's right. But luckily now we are not students, so we can make a good excuse because we are too busy.
You're busy with work or whatever. Life is busy, so you know.
Yeah, so just put it on the bed or on the chair.
Yes, you know that doesn't work with mothers. Mothers, like if you say that I can just close the door and you'll see it, no. They will say that no. If I know that's on the other side of the door, it makes me feel sad.
Okay, and then
I will hand it and dry it.
Although it's messy, I still
That's not the point.
Yeah, I just put it in the laundry.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yes. So whenever I want to clothes, I just get into the
Okay.
and I find someone, some
That's the thing, right? Wash your clothes. Okay. Alright, good. Alright, what about you?
I would like to say my young aunt.
Your younger aunt.
My
Right. So.
old aunt always makes in their house.
Mhm.
But my young aunt is a little OCD.
Little OCD, and then she nags everybody.
Yeah.
And that's you about what?
Next me wash dishes.
Wash the
because
dishes.
I don't really like wash dishes.
Okay, you don't like washing dishes. We're gonna go through the last bit here, right? What qualities do you look for in a roommate? See, that's our last one here, right? So what do you think? What qualities do you look in a roommate? Okay? Do you, if you, like right now you live at home, right? And one day if you move out, right? What kind of roommate do you want?
A neat, not lazy person.
A neat, not lazy person.
Yes.
Okay, so like who likes to do the chores?
Yes.
Okay, right, what about you?
I think at least you take responsibility of your own area.
Okay, so what about common areas? Like, you know, the bathroom and the kitchen and the living room?
We take turn to
Take turns?
clean it. Yeah.
Okay, alright, good. What about you?
I want to have my own place.
Oh, so yeah, you have your own place, so you don't want to have a roommate? Oh, okay. Good, right? What do you have? Hotel room. Change the sheets, very good. Make the bed.
And wipe and dust of the dust.
Yeah, okay, good, right? Like I think they have to take out the garbage all the time.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever like watched like a cleaning lady housekeeping in a hotel?
Like pushing a trolley.
Yeah, she pushing the trolley and all that stuff, right? Because my sister, when she was in university, her major was hotel management, so she like interned in a hotel, right, in housekeeping, and then she told me that there's like 30 things on her list, like for every room, like right, she had to check off, right? She did that for maybe like 6 months, right? And she says it's very tiring, right? So like when you go in there, right, you have to replace the shampoos. Right, the shampoo bottles and all that stuff, right? So in a hotel room, there's a lot of things, right? So try to make a big list, right? As much list or think about, like, you know, because in a hotel room, you have the bathroom as well as the bedroom, right? So try to think about that, okay? Okay, good. What about you guys? In the bathroom, okay?
Toothbrush and tissue.
Change your towels and scrub the bath towel. Yes.
Because we use so
It's not the toilet.
families.
You know, toilet, you know, the thing that you sit, that's a toilet, right? This is for the men, right? That's called a urinal. Urinal. Yeah, so this is the urinal, yes, right? And then what do you call this? This is called the shower. The shower stall, right? So like you have the shower stall, and that's the shower head. Yes, right? And that's the sink. right? So I think that you have to unclog.
Towel and toilet room, and looking for my property that gets
Okay. Alright. Okay, good. Alright, so this is a very good list. Okay. So let's look at this one, right? You guys have the bathroom, right? And we have changed the towels, that's very good, right? Clean the sink, right? So how do you clean the sink? You wash the sink, you wipe it clean or something, you scrub, right? So that's good. Unclog the shower room, right? Do you remember the unclog? You have to take the hair out of the sink, right? And tidy the counter and scrub the urinal. Do you guys know what the urinal is? If you go to the bathroom, right? The toilet is the thing that you sit on, right? And if you're a man, the urinal is the little thing that you pee into. Do you understand, right? So that's called the urinal. Do you understand, right? So that's a good one, right?